Lords and ladies, we tried this video before, it failed, but we're going to try again. So before my back breaks in this new position at my nan's house, welcome back to another episode. And the second after I say it, I realized I forgot to re-download the video because I had to clear out a bunch of stuff for storage space. So, bear with me for like a couple seconds. So, in the meantime, Merry Christmas. It's not quite Christmas yet, but it's almost Christmas. Merry almost Christmas. Merksmas. There we go. That's what I'll say. And the reason I bring up Christmas right now, particularly, is because again, I have been informed that this is a Christmassy show. So okay, so since that original video where I did like that live and it kind of corrupted and stuff, I was trying to figure out for myself. Honestly, I'm gonna come clean about the meme a little bit here. I did actually look up to see like like Misty Firefox's channel again, and in the plays I did find a whole collection of like holiday special editions and stuff. I am sincerely hoping that Josh was not trying to get me to react to those because he of all people knows that I don't do well reacting to like MEP parts or small snippets of music videos or trends because what is there to say? What is there to critique? Oh, this particular variation of a thing that people have done before is slightly better / worse than this other variation that plenty of other people have done and stuff like that. So yeah, that's not really what I do. I go with I'm all about that story, and of course a few bits of editing here and there. I mean, technically I could do that, but then with the editing and stuff, but the video would still last about like 5 seconds. So again, what's the point? So with that in mind, I'm really hoping that this assigns it was made in July, the first video. But either way, I promised it. I tried to film it before, so let's just round this off with Flaming and Freezing Living Spirits Academy. FSA, as I said last time. In the meantime, you said you finished the script and prologue of backstory. Instantly, I looked at that. The Google Doc is like a couple of paragraphs. It's like with the trends. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, I can't make a full script doctor episode out of a not a full script. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So you won't try to retract to those. Okay, so it's just this series. Okay, all right, which means that this series, by your definition, I'm taking your word for it, has something Christmassy in it. Even though it was made in July. Again, are we going by DBZ Lord Slug logic? I don't know. We'll find out right now. So I guess without further ado, on with the review for the second time. Luname Studios presents. I already made the jokes about that last time, but honestly, technically everything could be Luname Studios in Gacha. Oh, right, it's this. Okay. Yeah, so I said last time, I got through a little bit here, where yes, Christmas in July. This video was posted in July. But yeah, I will say, yeah, here, look at these establishing shots, because I remember that from last time. I've said this before, but I love it when videos, particularly with gacha stuff, they actually open up with a little bit of something before it goes like straight into the dialogue and stuff. Before it goes into like the first piece of dialogue, or before it goes into like, "Hi, I'm so and so, and this is my story." And yeah, I just prefer just a little bit of like a teeny tiny bit there. Doesn't have to be like a running sequence like in The Mutant Girl. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Just gets you in that zone, and also establishes like the setting, because now we know that even despite the fact that this looks like a very well furnished room with possibly a balcony view onto a city, we are in fact inside a gigantic icicle. So there's that. That's what the visuals are telling me. Anyways, I can't believe how long it's been since we completed the most unexpected mission. Uniting the symbols of spirits. I really miss my sister and friends. It was such a fun time adventuring out. Again, said this last time because it's around the time that it sort of like started fading for me, and the last video corrupted. This is a great way to do exposition. I mean, it's not over explanatory. It just gives you like a little bit of like, you can infer from there that there's like a mystery that happened somewhere. There's like a big adventure to do with the souls of spirits, and that also this character's sister and their friends seem to have been responsible for bringing about some sort of peace, which also shows that there are different spirit realms and such that have come together. Since we're in an ice format, that might be to do with the elements and stuff. And you get all of that from just a couple of sentences. It's like we have to have necessarily a big, like, in this world, the spirits are split up into these territories. There's the ice folks, there's the fire fellows, there's the earth people, whatever. Um, yeah, does it you just get somebody who is as part of the world to just ever so casually just bring you in there, and that's all you need. So yeah, I love it so far, and you could say, like I said last time, it's a bit of a cold opening. Hmm? Hey, Fluffy. I just wanted to see if you're doing well. Oh yeah, I'm doing good, Mo. I'm just bored. Bored? Why? Oh, another thing, multiple poses for the speech, so they're not just static there. I do that now for Witch Academy because as people are reading along, I try to make it so that you can actually, when you get to a certain part of the lines, they can like change poses if they're all in one area, or I'll split out the lines into separate like narrator boxes for that very reason. Just so people aren't, too bored or just concentrating on the reading and such. So yeah, a great way to actually do that as well. Again, so far, really impressed with this. It's been a long time since I've met my sister and my friends. Oh, no worries. I have a special announcement. Really? Are we going on another mission? I'm going to be able to see my sister and friends again? Are we having a dinner party? Well, Fluffy, it's actually not any of those. I wanted to tell you that I enrolled you and your brother in a new school. Oh, there's the usual gotcha rubbish that I'm so used to. It took longer than usual to get to this point, but yep, there it is. Missed you. So it's another one of those, I enrolled you in a school without telling you 5 seconds ago. Guess what? You're off tomorrow. Better pack your bags and move your entire lifestyle with no warning because I, on a whim, decided to do this without consulting you. Fantastic parenting.
Everything you know is in your mind.
A school? What? I know what school is, but I never went to one. I'm not ready for this. Oh, don't worry, this is a special school. I know you don't control your powers yet, so this school is full of people who are there to help you control them better and the right way. That feels like it should have been standard practice anyway. I guess he was homeschooled / home trained before this, maybe. I guess. Oh, also, Jack's asking for the link to the stream. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Okay, Jackson's here. Sounds like Majesty
Hi.
saying Camilla suddenly moving schools. Yeah, exactly. It didn't make sense there. It doesn't make sense here either. Why do queen-like spirits or slash aliens seem to feel the need to just move people around like they're puppets. Why? Of all... Okay. Anyway, Josh says hi to you. This school
Hi,
is for
Jeffrey.
all spirits, and for people who struggle on controlling their spirits. Wait, so you mean controlling your powers, right? She doesn't have the power to control other spirits, right? That's not her power, right? To just move her own kind at will, like a bloodbender. You will definitely enjoy it there. It's a good educational experience for you. At school, we get to learn about our powers more. That sounds more fun than a normal boring school. The only thing is I'm a little nervous to go. People make fun of me for being new. There is nothing to be nervous about. If someone bullies you, they just ignore them. Okay, normally I criticize that line, but, you know, this goofy face tells me that this character is completely oblivious to how children act or is just forgotten over time, which is a very common thing for adults, unfortunately. So, again, actual, you know, subtext and visual symbolism. You know, it's just, you know, the stupidity aside from like the wrong the schools, everything else so far has been pretty solid. Like a big old chunk of ice. Besides, I think you'll make lots of friends tomorrow. What do you mean tomorrow? See, this is what I meant. She just goes there on the next day. There's no preparation time. Like, my goodness. It's every gacha parent does this for some reason. I never understand why. I want to let you know about this since tomorrow is your first day. Oh, yeah, great. That's fine. Do the bare minimum. By the way, Jax, you can just talk. You don't have to private message. You can just say the question.
Sorry, I'm trying not to interrupt your talking or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, normally when I just like press play on the video, this when and people would just like jump in and say something, I'll just press pause. That's usually how it goes.
On that 5 years later premiere stream, when I texted you on Discord about that little Christmas short, is it this one that you're doing?
Yep, or at least it's supposed to be. Again, Josh told me this was Christmas themed.
Also,
I mean,
after this, like all around, like when the Christmas is over, do you think you can try and react to my giant girl playing on my channel? Sorry about that.
why do you feel the need to come in and ask me questions you've either already asked me before or I've already clarified that I tend to actually get to soon?
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay, just didn't expect that to be the first day. It's literally tomorrow. Yeah, I don't blame you. No one would, unless you're in a gacha show. Alright, Icicle. You should probably get to sleep so you're ready for this. I do like the fact that she's got like a non-traditional like pet name of Icicle. Kind of makes sense, you know? It's like a chip off the old block, but you're an icicle off the old glacier. Good world building, again. Good luck to my lovely Icicle as well. I hope best of luck too. Spirit Academy does sound fun. No one said it was called Spirit Academy. The name of the school was not mentioned in that past conversation. I hope it is. My mum said it would be. Just imagine all the people I'm going to meet. I don't want this just to be nerve-wracking for me. Alright, animated backgrounds. Again, I will say, some of the backgrounds before, pretty sure like a lot of them were custom. So, again, that shows a level of post-production knowledge that is admirable to see. Oh, but yeah, Jax, since I take up all the roles all the time, do you want to do the narrator lines?
Sure. Fluffy already knew in the morning from her brother Austin that Dora and will be going with her to this new place.
I assume that Dora is the sister that got mentioned before, and that the other friends that she already knows are also apparently going to, which Yeah, they all planned this, but then none of the friends mentioned it in whether if they're in contact. And if they're not in contact, how did word spread out so quickly to get them to all go to the same place without also consulting Fluffy? This was a plan that was made in advance, but just she was also warned. It's falling apart so quickly. Hi, Art Droid. I'm losing my mind again. She was so happy I turned less nervous. Oh, sorry, forgot it was your narrator. I jumped in too quickly. Okay, carry on.
Fluffy even read a paper that included more information about the school before she went.
Okay, so the area that she's in has access to newspapers, therefore has connections to the greater world. So would they not at least have a phone or something? Is that how this all went down? Or is this like Harry Potter, where, you know, they deliver the papers by owl or something?
She felt more suited, prepared, and comfortable then. Academy. Academy.
I enjoy that logo. I'm not the expert. I'll have to show that to Ghosty later. Oh wait, this is an intro. Okay. I didn't know this was a musical. Okay. All right. You know what? This is. You know what? I will say. When you when I've criticized like Gacha musicals in the past, sometimes like particularly the Music Freaks over in the Butter Bunch, where sometimes the story itself doesn't match up with the song in question. This time the visuals have been made to really probably match with a story that's going on here, and I'm thinking there's going to be more of a connection, but then again, it might fall apart in a second. Usually the songs that are already pre-made start out well, and then they just trickle off towards the end. So we'll see. Okay, one thing about this song. She was so nervous before, but I guess now her friends are there. It's like, oh, I've got such a magnetic personality, you know? I finesse it or whatever. Like, make your mind up. Either you're nervous or you suddenly, like, that doesn't, you don't just, like, suddenly, like, I see, you know what? You're a teenager. You'll probably do that all the time. Yeah, fair enough. Just like magic, just like magic. Middle finger to my thumb and then I snap it. Just like magic. What was that? That snap there, that finger looked like it was unhealthy. What?
Also, Jacob, I got bad news.
Okay, go on.
So you see, I'm still working on my Connect by Giants Christmas special, and it's gonna have a montage in it. But so like around tomorrow, if you try to go on live, I might not be able to make it because around here we're supposed to get like a windstorm, a snow windstorm, like a snow blizzard. So our power might went out. So we might probably have not much Wi-Fi, and I won't be able to work on my montage since the Wi-Fi will be out.
Okay, great. Not sure what that has to do with. Okay, there was no segue in there, but whatever. Oh, and I've just clicked there by accident. Hold on, need to go back. Oh, no. You get everything you want except for news. You're going to go to new school before you do. Yeah, and also a say in that matter. Yeah, see, trying to disconnect on your phone, like, doesn't... What? You just went from... Again, it doesn't work. Even though we've only had one scene before this, it's the song, the more you do it, it stops working at a certain point. At the top, gotta keep it slim, ego for a thick wallet. Losing friends left and right, but I just ain't another life. What do you mean losing friends left and right? You just said you were reconnecting with your friends. You haven't seen the friends yet. Why are you losing friends? See, again, This is what I was talking about. Pre-established lyrics. The song should have cut off after the chorus. We don't need the whole thing in here because it's just not going to match up anymore.
Some love letters to heaven. Just like magic, just like magic. Middle finger.
Okay, I think I see a little bit of a clever cheat in here, which I do appreciate. Because editing music videos this can be more tedious than people think it is. I think we've got the same animation of her like walking in place in the front. We just changed the background in there, so to make the course a little bit different. Just like the previous one was like recycled and made of black and white fills and had a little bit of an effect in the background. So yeah, just stuff like that, you know, a little bit of variation. I unfortunately seem to have cut it off at the point where the backgrounds blend. I had that issue in season 1 of the Music Girl too. I understand that completely. Although I have a fix for that. Just zoom the background in so you can actually only do it for one. Maybe like push her towards like further behind, so that way you have more time to actually run. You don't have to do this. Oh, I forgot about the snapping fingers. Yeah, the unhealthy fingers. You don't want to waste our time on some dumb stuff? Well, guess what? You're doing it right now, I'm afraid. Sorry to hate to tell you. We want to see your day at school. We want to see how that goes. That's what we were invested in. Like, what? Yeah, this is definitely the same animation. And now you're on the roof, okay. Didn't make sense when Jake did it either, but there you go. And just leaves. You came up to the roof to say like ooh ooh a couple of times and then you just straight back down again. Marvelous. She's waving back to the friends that she says she just lost in the second verse. Yep, of course, of course. Hello there, miss. Hi. What's up? I'm on to my first class, which is cold studies. Cold studies. Just gonna learn about Lord Kelvin for like 1 hour a week or something. Oh wow, we're in the same class as now. How's that, Val? Well, we want to be in a clash with that newbie freak. I know, right? I heard you and your fire spirit sister are new to this place. Hey, cut that out. So what if we're new students? You can't just terror us like that. You get in tons of trouble. This is not terrorizing. This is just quite pathetic, quite honestly. As far as bullying goes, this is pretty tame. Whatever. I'm not talking to a newbie. I heard you sing earlier, and it was quite good at least. Okay, wait, hold on. So she was actually singing that whole time? And okay, so the song was apparently diegetic. If anything, that makes it even worse. Because then we it's not a musical number in the sense like, you know, abstract visuals and stuff. I guess, or maybe it was. Maybe like she was actually just singing, but that was like what she was projecting in her mind. And that was why it looked like that. I guess, because I mean, two of her friends just vanished right at the start. That song just You know what? If you want to see a good example of how to include a song, like especially a pre-made song, into a gacha video, honestly, check out Taming the Bad Boy episode 2. My favorite episode of the whole Taming the Bad Boy series, which is the one with the Kiss the Girl sequence, because that one, apart from being based on an animatic, it actually does have a complete story. It has like it follows two people, Aiko and Nova. They have that whole thing, and then the only thing that doesn't make sense is towards the end, where it's revealed they're childhood friends, because the whole time they see that they were complete strangers to each other. Honestly, that was it. That's the reason I make my own songs for my stuff. That was the inspiration behind Siren Story. Siren Story, which was a gacha musical project I was going to do in response to, first of all, the inclusion of like mermaid stuff in Gacha Club when it first came out, but also to the existence of the Music Freaks and just gacha musicals in general, because that was been a thing since at least 2018. And because they all run into this problem, so I thought, okay, let's do one that has like custom songs and stuff, and then never got off the ground. Except for it became a stage musical, so it did actually do something. But yeah, that was the plan. But even if you do have a jukebox musical, which is what they would call this, you can still work in songs. It's just that usually if you do that, you have to work backwards. So you have to work with like the song itself and then find the plot that's unraveled in there, rather than having that as the starting point. You know what I might just do a project sometime, just like a one-shot demonstrating that eventually. Again, if I actually have the time to make any other gacha stuff, because around this time I get backlogged on everything. Who knows? I had a show called Becoming a Bad Boy that I was going to do on More Gacha from Jacob that was actually literally just like based around that idea. Which was because there's a song by Danny Gonzalez called Bad Boy that's actually perfect in the way that it would have worked as a theme song and also as a musical number in the series, as a montage. But yeah, I'll demonstrate that later. That's a matter for another day. But I agree with my friend here. See you later if that's possible. You have a class with her, so yes, it is possible. This is why the bullying is pathetic. Then what the hell, Miss Tomboy and spoiled brat? I don't want to be like this on the first day. Wish my sister were here. Okay, but your fire spirit sister apparently is here, so just look for her, I guess. Alright, everyone, can we all sit down? Oh, sorry.
Hey, teacher.
Yes?
What time is lunch? I can't wait.
Why would you ask that? It's only first period. Lunch is 11:30.
Oh, my bad. I just think lunch is the best time of the day.
Well, his character's established.
Okay, then. Well, good morning, class. The name's Miss Robin, and I'm your teacher for the Cold Studies class.
The story you're about to hear is true.
Oh, the story we're about to hear is true, is it? Okay.
For today, I would like to introduce you all to a new student. Ghost Kitty Cat, the Queen of Cats. Hello, you just got here. And also, I've got to say hi to Fox earlier, so hi to you too. Also, Fluffy, can you come up here, please?
Only the names have been changed. Only the names.
Hi, I'm Fluffy, and I'm an ice spirit, obviously. Obviously, we can tell by, I guess, your color scheme and the fact that you have an ice thing on your hair. Honestly, you could just like the fashion, not gonna lie. I also have a fire-spirited, not a spirit sister, but fire-spirited sister named Dora, and a brother named Austin. I would love it if Dora was just like an ice spirit, but just like left to join like the fire realm. So she's fire-spirited, and she tries to learn the stuff from there, but she's like hopelessly outmatched because her natural powers go with like ice. That's what I'm imagining. I really love my family, and I really want to have some good friends in this class. I actually have two other friends which one is... Hold on. I actually have two other friends, which is one of them right here, Lila, and a mythic spirit, Rico. Well, I hope that cleared that up for you. You have two other friends, which is one of them right there, Lila. Couldn't have said it better myself. One of my best moments when we all united the symbols of spirits.
Whoa, Fluffy! Well, welcome to Spirit Academy. You can take a seat next to that girl Evie over there, who I am not currently pointing to.
Oh wait, no, she is. I forgot. Just change of poses.
Alright, so for today, I know you're probably not ready to do any work yet. I want to give you an overview of what this class is going to be like for you.
Wait, are we getting an actual overview of a class in a school? In a series set in a school? You know what? I'm back to thinking this is amazing. Yeah. Since when? Hold on. Since when did Fluffy become a human and a girl? That's like, oh right, yeah.
The story you're about to hear.
So, you're Fluffy the Princess of the Ice Kingdom, are you?
I should not have tried to give all them different voices this time. What? How do you know? Did you read my mind? No, you literally just said that you read the symbols of all the spirits. You have a fire spirit, their sister, in like the other realm, and your name is Fluffy. And also, we know for a fact that this universe has access to newspapers. If the symbols of spirits get reunited, that's coming out in the news. Of course, people are going to know who you are. Or Lila told you. Whatever. Sure. Whatever. Fine. Fine. Okay. This class is kind of boring. All we do is just warm up our voices. I assume this is a different class, and we just skipped the overview, so dang it, I got decided too soon. when you don't have a laughter sound effect. That's why I put that stop laughter in Alpha Academy for that reason.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we do here.
I'm doing Aiden's girl voice now.
The reason is that a lot of us sing, depending on our feelings and thoughts.
Okay.
I might sing for you in the future.
I mean, you know what? Please don't. If it's anything like that last music number, we can do without it, thank you.
I need to work on it a bit.
Well, I did sing when I first got here because I was feeling in a happy mood, and maybe I could attract boys. Is that what your plan is? I mean, you know what? Word of advice there. If you want to attract boys, don't you know, talk about like your lost friends or the fact that you get everything you want because you're attractive and you finesse everyone. They're gonna think you're kind of stuck up and conceited. So yeah, don't recommend it. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, look at that! Misty Firefox has showed up. I legitimately was not expecting that because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if anyone was like in any of my for subscribers of like in contact with you. I certainly am not, but you know what? Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Hey, look, class is almost over, and there's Lila. Do you want to walk to lunch together?
Also, she goes by Florence now, not Fluffy. Okay. I mean, honestly, that makes more sense. The Fluffy joke from the chat above was meant in reference to another series, so that's why that happened. I just read the description. I wonder who recommended this. Yeah, that's true. If anyone hasn't already, read the description of this stream. I think you'll get a kick out of it. It just sums up my process with you lot recommending stuff to me. Oh boy, I'm in for a time, aren't I? It's lunchtime? Of course I walk with you. Great. Oh, I missed that line. Hold on. Scroll back too much. Alright, you did sing. You want to attract boys with your voice. Okay. Just part siren. Okay. Did this part. Okay, great. He's like a very sweet person. Not when you're singing. Every other time he's never a sweet person, but not during your song sequences. You too, AV. Okay, another small thing here that I appreciate is they're walking forwards and the background's moving behind them. Not solely because they're walking in place. That's fine. You know, either do the keyframes or you don't there. Whatever. Either way works. Just don't do what I did in 2019 and use both of them before you learn how keyframes work. Otherwise, it will look ridiculous. But yeah, here that's not an issue. What I like here is the fact that they're actually like, you know, it feels like they're going across like the, you know, the different dimensional plane. Like no, they're going from back to front instead of just left to right or right to left all the time. It does go a long way. This is the kind of stuff that people look at stuff and be like, oh wow, this is amazing. I could never hope to. I mean, it's a simple option, but it's an effective one. I like it. I have a hunch that their name possibly starts with a J, but I could be wrong. Yeah, yes. Ben 10 misleading facts strikes again. Maybe. We'll see. Again, this could surprise me. This could be a Christmas in July thing, but not seeing it so far. I'm seeing plenty of ice themed stuff, you know, up here in the Northern Hemisphere, you know, the whole dreaming of a white Christmas thing and blah, 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 Christmas and snow. Understandable, but nothing else. Anyway, girls with me, you know, I'm like the oldest, right? Oh, you're the oldest, are you? I know what voice to use for you there. Well, you're my sister after all. So am I. Well, a friend. Wait, so Lila's... So this is Lila's sister on the other side, but who didn't know Fluffy / Florence, despite the whole sister and friends thing. Does she just like get left behind during the symbols of spirits thing? like Lila just went, no, you can't come with us. You're my annoying brat little sister. You know, get out of here, you. I don't know. I suspect they're twins because they seem to be in the same year group, but I could be wrong again. That could be that Lila's a grade above or something. No idea. Oh, also, talking whilst moving. You wouldn't believe how many gacha tubers just always make the characters stop before like talking. So like they're always like root themselves before they can say anything. Ah, my goodness. Oh, also, you know, Aiden was very keen to point out in the Music Freaks how Jake was able to take his tray and move along with it. And here, it's being demonstrated also. There you go. Unfortunately, it seems that the trays are not quite keyed in the same way. I guess, okay, I feel like it... I mean, yes, I am enjoying this. I am definitely enjoying this. And I'll say this much, you know, I'm not usually this positive about the shows that I watch on Gacha Review, so you're definitely making a good impression. That being said, one thing here about like the trays themselves, they seem to be staying the same size. They look like they're growing just because like the background is morphing around them. Reason being that that in editing, I imagine that the layer that was whenever you do camera angles, it's like a whole general thing for people if they want to get into like complex post-production. When you're editing and you select like the actual like video track on the timeline and you edit it that way, the only thing that will change is that one layer. So if you have stuff on another layer and you want to do the same panning shot, my suggestion is render out that section first and then do your zoom in. That way everything stays the same size relative to each other. That's actually something I've been doing a lot in the Muse and Go, if you want to go back and look at that. Oh, all right. See you later. See you later, Relay. Okay. And then, of course, that will also solve the problem of keyframe teleportation, because you have to always have like one extra keyframe there that might not always line up at the end. So you have like a bit of a thing where all the trays teleport. So yeah, solves those problems. And I guess speaking of teleporting trays, that Lila's gonna have no lunch now. All right then. Hey, is it okay if I?
Don't even think about it. There's no darn way you are sitting with us.
But my friends are right by you.
Well, how about this? You are not cool enough to sit with us.
Oh, really? Is minus 29 degrees Celsius cool enough for you? Just uses ice powers.
All you are interested in is fashion because all you wear are gowns.
What? This is literally the first day that you've met. How are you already psychoanalyzing her personality? Not only is this bully stupid, but also just doesn't even try. Okay, well that doesn't mean that.
Go somewhere else now.
Oh, off we go. You know, we gotta love the fact that, you know, there's like a whole roof. It's not even like they're like reserved seats at a table or something. It's just an open roof where you can just plop down and sit whenever you want. But she has to go to the other side of the roof to find other people. And also, another thing to mention, I'll get to your question in a second, Ghost Kitty. Go ahead and start typing it. But my other thing is, the friends don't back her up. Why would they not say something? Why would they not like either leave with her or confront the bully? Why are they sitting with the bullies in the first place? You know, I'm starting to believe the whole losing friends thing from last time, except for the fact we just saw a scene with all of them together. That and not to mention as well, they were all walking to lunch together. Did they not order food at the same time? Why was Fluffy / Florence the only person who was like carrying the tray there, and the other ones were already prepared? What? Do they not wait for her or anything? Did they go ahead and try to grab a reserved space on this open roof and just manage to find the only two people that would not let her sit with them, but they were past the point of no return by then? It's like, well, you know, we could actually get her friend and help, but you know what? We're just gonna sit. We're just gonna have a nice good old sit. It's too much effort. Can't be bothered. It's all about standing up and stuff. My gosh. So many questions. Speaking of questions, yeah, go ahead and type out your question. I'll just carry on until I see it. Oh, Dora, I haven't seen you all day. Neither am I. What? I haven't seen you all day, neither am I. Good grief. Okay. How are you? Are you doing? This episode definitely has a lot out of context moments because it's been almost 2 years since I produced it. I mean, yeah. This is the kind of thing I will say, because you're new here, I do kind of expect this at first. Whenever I pick up like a new gacha show or something, I always start from the beginning because I want to have as much context going in as I possibly can. I want to see how the story is actually evolves. You know, that's the point. Which is why I suspected that the whole Christmassy thing that Josh was telling me before might mean that I don't see anything in this episode, because I see some other stuff on your channel that's to do with Christmas, but yeah, not necessarily on here. I mean, at this point, I don't really care. I'm having fun either way, but still. Well, a little. What do you mean by a little? First of all, there are these two girls who weren't really being nice to me. They're making fun of me being you, and they wouldn't even let me sit by them when Lila and Evie were literally with them. And once again, Lila and Evie did literally nothing. It's not fair. Oh well, it will all be okay. Maybe the girls don't know how to act properly because they're being a little weird to Rico and I. Oh wait, his name's Rico? Yeah, Fluffy. Don't listen to actually, no, you can't really. Yeah. I can't really like speak in Rico's voice. That doesn't really work from Penguins of Madagascar. Actually, it does in Spanish, because the voice actor of because Rico's voice actor in the Spanish dub actually voices like a snake in one episode. Anyway, they're kind of spoiled. And by the way, who's Evie? He was one I made today in my class, which I'm really proud of. She's also Lila's sister, who none of you met during that one quest that we all apparently went on off screen. She's really nice. I have another question though. Yeah, why didn't we invite her last time? Well, those girls' names. No one's making fun of me. Oh, the girl with the glasses and the hat is Anne. Anne is a tomboy baddie, and that's why she has an attitude towards others. It's like a character select screen. She is also a powerful snow spirit. The girl with the flower in her hair and the heart sweater is Mallory, but we call her Mal for short. She's like our average bully and friendly person to— What? What? Okay. Mallory? Barmus, you went to my birthday celebration. She was nice to me. Okay, but you didn't remember her face? Maybe that's why she doesn't like you. Because you only... Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. That's why she knows that she wears more than... She only wears gowns, because she's actually seen her before. I just didn't jog her... Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, got it. Okay. Alright, questions now. So in Our Little Melody during school scenes, I want to have background characters who are part of different clubs that's an actual school. And I was wondering if I could make some... Hold on. If I could make some background characters who look like Lester and Chris and possibly other characters from Drama Club, the roleplay. I mean, you technically already made... You know, you already put Mrs. Dysart and Morwenna in Ghost Girl, not to mention me. So, I mean, go ahead and do that. In case anyone asks, I'm not declaring that part of the Butterverse because, you know, there's strict guidelines for what counts as Butterverse and what doesn't. And, you know, Ghost Girl absolutely does not fall in that category because, good lord. So, yeah, go ahead as a bit of a reference cameo thing, you know, be my guest. How did I not recognize that? She is part bully and friendly, and back then she was a nice friend. Okay, back on your last birthday, so a few months ago, alright. Now she's like a bully to us. You say that, but you also said that you also are new here, right? Like, you're talking like you have a bunch of expertise. As that's a good point. Yeah, they talk about they have expertise here, but in the previous scene, we said that it was a surprise that all the friends were going to the same school at once, and it was implying that they were all new at the same time here. So she's essentially just asking two people who know about as much as she does, apparently, but just more cued into, I don't know, spiritual gossip? And listen to what the girls have to say. Do we get you something to drink? Actually, is it okay if I get something to drink? She just like points a finger and just like, you know, blasts some ice and then it waits for it to melt and it becomes like a glass of water for all of them. It's like, oh, you thirsty? Here you go. Oh, also, I'll say this. Apart from the song sequence, which was good lord, the less said about that, the better, I guess. But apart from that one sequence, the music in this is actually very well suited. Like we have the track from the actual like Ice Pals before, which gives that vibe. Here we have a similar similar tempo and style for these other tracks for the school, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like it's jarring during like the bully sequences or any of the stuff that goes on. It's nice and dare I say neutral, which Misty Firefox will not get because you haven't seen The Mutant Girl, but hopefully some people also will clock onto that. Trust me, it's a reference to a thing. Anyway. Oh, the boy with the blue and red horns looks cool. I believe that's Rico. Here you go. Drinks for all of us. Fluffy, why'd you give me a cold brew? You know I can't drink... What? You can't drink cold. Is that how fire spirits work? You can't do anything with the cold? Is that how that... Okay. Can you warm it up magically in your hands or something? I don't know. What are the rules with powers here? Oh, because that's what I saw at the drink station and I wanted one. You know I can't drink cold brew coffee. Please go get me a hot brew now. Oh, she's mad now. Oh, you've messed up. Well, Dora, I'm sorry, that's all they have. Oh, really? Well, if I drink this, my entire soul could freeze and I could be in a bad condition. Then warm it up! Wait for it to warm up or something! Good grief! What is wrong with these people? Everyone just like everyone's like in such a mood. My goodness. I mean, I know they're all like teenagers, but still, you know, control your hormonal imbalance, please. You know that's happened before, right? Actually, Dora, you can drink the cold brew. Oh no, look at her face. That's the face that says, I got riled up for no reason. How? Oh, just use your power of fire to warm up the drink. Well, golly gee, if only someone had thought of that. Picking music was easy and difficult at the same time. Yeah, I've definitely been there before. Yeah, for my stuff, I sometimes have I have like a massive folder now after like doing like nearly nearly 4 years of gacha. I have several folders where I keep a lot of the same music and just, you know, can alternate between a bunch of them. Honestly, it's quite helpful to download new tracks nowadays. However, it's however, when when I started out, that was definitely not the case. There's a lot more repeated tracks and stuff, and it was like, okay, I need to find something that matches the mood here. Let me just type in, I don't know, somber music or something, or just scrolling through in my head like what classical music could work. Because I love classical music, so you know, that's a thing. The soundtrack of the Mutant Girl has like a strange history, I guess. And yes, I predicted what was going to happen. That's the thing that happens a lot on these gacha reviews, where I'll say something as a joke a lot of the time, and then it will just like come true a second later. In this case, it wasn't a joke. I genuinely did think it was the easy solution here. I guess Dora was just too hot-headed to see it in the instance. I guess, you know, hot-headed. But anyway. Really? Rico, you're a genius. Couldn't say so myself. So, Fluffy, what's your next class? I think I have a team meeting at... a team meeting? No, at 12? Okay. I even sang about it earlier when I first got here. Okay. I mean, I've broke down all your lyrics there, and I don't really get like there was a team meeting at. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's right. There was the there was the piece of paper with that on there. Okay, I guess we'll find out what actually entails now. Good reference there. Again, this is the good thing about like actually planning this stuff out. I imagine, you know, again, when you've got a script, you can do callbacks way easier. By the way, Riku, you're going to sing someday? You have a beautiful voice. Same with you, Dora. You're my sister. Can you sing sometime too? You've got a beautiful voice, there's Rico. And you, Dora, you're my sister. It's like the most savage backhanded compliment ever. Which, by the way, you know, Dora deserves it for that whole spiel about the cold drink. And yes, Ghosty's character's name is spelled Tori. Yes. I mean, if you're that concerned, Ghost, could you just like, you know, don't show the names, to display the names on the characters? Or I guess you'd have to, you know, whenever someone says their name would be an issue. I guess, whatever. Oh, me? I thought my singing voice is just the same every time. Okay, the same can either be good or bad. I mean, different doesn't necessarily mean better. It can, but it doesn't have to. but sure, I promise I'll sing someday. You probably sound better than me. Thanks. What about you, Rico? I'll do whenever I'm comfortable with it. Oh, he was taking a deep breath to do this. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay, color coding the characters. If you're referring to what Ghost Kitty was saying before, yeah, I meant more so like for like name displays or like actually when someone says their name like in dialogue, it's like oh Tori, how was your weekend or something like that. So you have to know then. Everything else you can cover up, with color codes and stuff. That's true. Yeah. Actually, that's the thing I do for Outwatch Academy. I have a different color dialogue box for every character, even though it has their name in the narrator section. Which is honestly a little bit tedious to go back and forth from, but not the end of the world. It's fine. It's alright. Alright, well, thanks for having me here. I'll see you later. Just didn't eat anything. I hope my friends are around. It was very disappointing for me not to be with them at lunch. Yeah, have a talk with them. They owe you an explanation for why they just, threw you under the bus. Seriously. But yeah, I got to see my own sister after all. Okay, I don't know where this background came from, but I love it already. Oh, and also, not to mention, different downsizing of a character to imply they're actually in the background. Playing with 3D perspectives, especially on a 2D plane, I love to see particularly. Something I'm trying to do more of now, honestly. Oh come on, Kaylin, you can do it. Just keep trying. It's too hard. I'll never get it. Okay, I understand that younger people have a hard time with their powers. Younger people? How old are you? Aren't you a new student as well? Are you older? What? What is the age range of this school? I don't... Okay. They're sometimes too weak. Oh, by the way, good use of the right there. I mean, I point out this stuff like it's super obvious, but again, so many GotTubers just don't. So, yeah. They're sometimes too weak, and that's okay. Someday you'll do better, like I did. Yeah, someday you'll be more like me. Then you'll be good. Oh well, I've tried to get out of my hands as much as I could. Oh, sorry. Don't start, please. That's not how a handsome prince would act. Okay, so this character does seem like he's like a small child in comparison, but again, if they're like the entry level to this school, did they come in? Are they new students, but then like a few grades above? They just didn't get enrolled in time before, which honestly wouldn't surprise me because Fluffy and Dora's mum just does not seem to grasp the concept of planning in advance. She probably woke up one day and was like, "Oh, I got to enroll my daughter to school today, and my other daughter across the country, and their friends. Oh my, I gotta make some calls." It's like enrollment day was like the deadline was like that's afternoon, and she was just going around. It's like, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh hey, is that the kingdom of the fire spirits? Can you put me on with person in the next 4 minutes and 59 seconds, please? Anyway. Okay, so they did enter later. Yep. It was all the mum's fault. And who is this interesting fellow here? Careful with that, you could take his eye out, jeez. Didn't even look behind to see who it was. Imagine if you did that in real life, just like, oh, it's not a handsome prince here. Oh, and who is this person behind me? Oh god, yeah.
That's my new friend Tyler. I've actually talked to him a lot today. He's a fire spirit too. That's right. This is my new best friend now.
That's the thing. Could I come ever to your flaming palace today just to come over to my flaming palace today just see what it looks like? Well, let's hope it's not a boarding school. Which, incidentally, that's a good point. Yeah, because obviously there's we don't quite know the geography of this world yet. I guess that will probably come later, I imagine. But are the realms of like the ice and the flaming spirits like very far apart from each other? Because if so, is the school located like in the middle of them, or is it in the fire kingdom or as such? Which is why Dora is able to go home much more easily. I need a map. Of course, I'm sure the king won't mind. Hey, there you are. The bus is here. She says the king. Does she live in the palace, but the king is not her father? I mean, so she would just say, "Oh, I'm sure my dad won't mind." She specified the king, which makes me think that maybe she's like the child of like one of the attendants or something, or a noble that just happened to be staying there or something. I don't know. We should get going, Dora and Kaylin. And I'm Tyler, Kaylin's new friend. He said it was okay for me to come to the castle tonight. Great! All I'm excited for is for supper. Supper? Who knew she would say that? Why is that the confusing part? Okay, so the king is the father. Okay. Does she just refer to her father as like as the king every time? Or is it like a detached parent situation where it's like, you will address me dutifully as your majesty? That's dream I receive from everyone, and I will not make an exception even for my own daughter. I mean, it happens sometimes, but still. There are so many flowers to choose from. I don't even know what to do. What are you planning to do with those flowers? Like, what is the goal here? Is this for a lesson? Is there like a horticulture class or something? You are right though, Josh. The music is still good. Again, it's not overbearing. It doesn't imply too much of a tone or anything. Okay, not really. There's no horticulture class. Okay. Or was that not really to like the king thing? Maybe I'll just pick some flowers for my friends and family. Okay, again, depending on where the school's located, the flowers might have died by the time they reach your friends and family, who also live in the middle of the Arctic, it seems. So, again... just like she's like, hey mum, guess what? I sent you some flowers. Meanwhile, the package like just arrives and the flowers are all like dried up and like withered. It's like, oh, thanks. Whoa, she's gorgeous. And yes, he looks like Harvey's a bit, so I'm giving him Harvey's voice. Oh, I just came towards the screen. Yeah. Hello. Watch out! You scared me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. What do you even want from me? I don't even know you. Okay. All right, calm down, miss. I want to make a lot of friends in this class. Someone comes up and approaches you, tries to talk to you, and make friends with you, and you're immediately like, oh, wait a minute, I changed my mind. I don't want friends anymore. Whatever. You're about to now, because I just wanted you to know I have a new friend, so I'm not alone. I'm always alone most of the time, with not people to talk to. Oh, so you're gonna become not alone buddies? Oh, at least you're not alone now. Must just picking these flowers here for my family. Whoa, those are gonna die instantly. Oh, and I'm Fluffy, by the way. I'm in Ice Spirit. Today's my first day at Spirit Academy. It was unbelievable. Oh, I guess the classes are over. Wait, so there's no team meeting? I thought we were going to see the team meeting. That was like set up twice. There's no team meeting? Or the meditation at 1:30 or something? Okay, alright. great. You're a new student then? No, she's a veteran. What do you think? Okay. I even have a fire spirit sister named Dora, and I actually have a couple of friends, Lila and Evie. Yeah, a couple of friends. Yeah, I'm not buying their friendship right now. After that stunt. I know who they are. They're siblings. It's like, wow, did everyone know about this long lost sister of Lila's except me? I do to get out more. My mum was right. The other thing is that I was so nervous to come today. I sang for everyone. Okay, hold on a second. So you said you were nervous, so you sang for everyone. But the song that you sang was, "Oh, look at me! I'm confident. I'm attractive. I finesse people. You know, like magic. I get what I want and stuff." I mean, that doesn't tonally. That seems to imply a very different mood. Nerves is not what I would think to describe that state. I'm just saying. The team meeting happened after the episode ended. This was their break. Oh, so we're still at lunch? Okay, so lunch was 11:30, but the team meeting was at 12. So she just left lunch early to come and pick flowers for no reason. Even after she painstakingly found a place to sit and have lunch. Uh-huh. Okay. Time to work on toys as I finished Lester and Chris. By the way, you want to know what I decided the school name would be? Now the melody. Sure. Is it like a music pun of some kind? I imagine anyway. Treble Cleft School or something. Maybe. Alto Academy. Anyway. They're so jealous of my voice. Even these two girls, Mal and Annie, were bullying me. Okay, so wait a second. You're saying that everyone is jealous of your voice? First of all, I saw people in the actual video. They could not care less that you were singing. Secondly, you haven't talked to anyone else yet. Bit conceited to think that they're jealous of your voice just because they didn't instantly praise you for it. And thirdly, the one person who actually did compliment your voice when they heard you was one of the bullies. You know, maybe this character is a bit of a brat, not gonna lie. It's simply my lunch, my friends with them makes me feel terrible. That sure is bad, but if anyone bullies you, ignore them. That's the second time someone said that. My goodness. I get the impression, Misty Firefox, since you're here, I can ask you this question. Now, is this your way of, like, have you received this advice from tons of people? This is your way of, like, regurgitating it? Okay, she's saying it so she would feel less nervous. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. But still, like, this advice particularly, you receive that a lot, and that's why you want to put this in here to make fun of it? Because honestly, that's something that I do. In the Mutant Girl, there's a couple of times where people say, like, they say, "Oh, I'm fine," and I constantly tell people, if you say you're fine like that, you know, you're not fine. Talk to someone. Talk to me. And then Aiden took that for Fallen Angels too. Hold on. And yes, Anne is the main antagonist. I didn't ask if she was the main antagonist or not, but still. Oh wait, no, you mean it sounds like one of the yeah, okay. I get what you mean now. All right. It's nice that you made some friends already. In fact, do you want to be my friend? No, I don't even know you. Get out of here. What, do you think I want friends because I sang about it and also said it in front of the entire class? No, of course not. You know. Really? You're really going to do that for me? Of course I'll be your friend. He's not making a gigantic sacrifice or anything. But you didn't tell me your name yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm Josh. I'm a snow spirit, and I have 2 other childhood friends. Oh great, a character named Josh. Oh lord, what were... But you said you were alone most of the time. Oh, look at that, a character named Josh who contradicts himself in the second sentence he says. Haven't seen that before anywhere. I did say that, but I want to introduce you to the only friends that I have. Okay. I hope the girls don't think you're my boyfriend. Who cares what they think? They abandoned you! Not defining yourself by what other people think. Like, whatever. Also, you just met him. Do they really think you're that... You move that quickly into a relationship? I mean, some people can, don't get me wrong, but again, bit sudden. And also, if these characters are meant to be like significantly older, they're like, I guess like in their mid-teens, I guess. I don't think people are going to be like, oh, it's like on the in primary school or something where like a kid goes to another kid and just goes, hey, do you want to be my boyfriend? It's like, oh yeah, of course I'll be your boyfriend. You hold hands to you as like, you start your first relationship. Yeah, not quite like that. They should know better. Obviously, no, we just met today. See, he knows. He knows. You know what? I like this guy. I like this Josh. This Josh tells things like it is. Not like our Josh in chat who tells things like they just never are. Do you want me to teleport us to the greenhouse? Hold on. You can teleport to places? Inside of this school? That feels like it would get really out of hand very quickly. That's where my friends are. Yes, I'm getting a little warm. I don't want to get a fever. Okay, nice detail there. Ice demon, of course, you don't get too warm. And that's, you get a fever quite easily. The same way that cold drinks freeze fire spirits' souls. I mean, I will say, apart from the geography in this, the world building is definitely still solid. Alright, buddy, you'll be fine. The plot twist, he didn't actually teleport, he just used that poison gas to knock her out, and then like carries her over, just like plops her down. It's like, okay, so your hand was here, okay, straighten up the back a little bit, there we go. And look at that, we teleported. Okay, teleporting is part of their powers. Alright. Oh, right, hold a second. I forgot to look at the name of the place that you said. Oh, River Valley High School? That feels kind of generic, honestly. Like River Valley, I feel like we've got a lot of like valley stuff, and also river comes up in a lot of stuff. I don't know. I mean, I say this, okay, with Average Academy for a series, but, still. Huh, Josh? Why took you so long to do a job in the garden? Actually, good question. I got the job done and made a new friend. The Fluffies are my friends, Irene and Norman. Guys, this is Fluffy. So, Josh has a job within the school? Okay. Hi, I'm new here. Thank you for being my new friends. Yay. I mean, you know what? Say what you want, but she's actually achieving what she set out to do. She's befriending several people, and actually, so far, including Evie, she's met 4 new friends in one day. I thought that's a good amount. Except for apparently everyone else is jealous of her. We just never saw that, but okay. We're going to have a great time together. Okay, well, nice to meet you, Fluffy. I need to get going now. Come on, Norman. I have no idea why we're in this greenhouse. We should get out of here. Wait, that's a good point. Hold a second. I didn't clock that. That was a very good point, because like if you're feeling warm outside, the last place you want to go to is a greenhouse. Greenhouses are designed to retain heat all the time. That's why they call
That's why they call global warming the greenhouse effect. So yeah, this guy realized that she was an ice demon, was going to catch a fever, but still wanted to take her into a place that is literally the hottest that you could probably be in any of this school. What's he going to do for an encore? Take her to the boiler room? Yes, I need to go home. I'm feeling really warm. Yeah, I don't blame you, exactly. You're not going anywhere. Why? You don't tell anyone what to do. Because you're with that girl. And she's a new student making friends. With a boy? I don't think so. Everyone knows that boys and girls can't be friends. That's how it works, right? And people, to this day, still wonder why I am so insistent on Raina and Julius being a guy and a girl, cisgender, straight, just best friends. People still are like, oh, but they work as a couple. Like, no. The point is to demonstrate this very thing. You can be friends with a boy and have nothing going on. My goodness. I mean, normally in shows it's basically like a cheap gimmick of being like, oh, we're just friends. It's like we don't like each other, and then they actually do. But yeah, regardless of what it is, it can still happen. And that's why it's always like, that's why I will always, stick by that choice. The scene is pretty cringe because Anne is just misunderstood here. What's there to misunderstand? She's the one who initiated the conflict. She's the one who decided that, girls and boys can't be friends arbitrarily. And she's the one who is trying to enforce her worldview on other people. I don't see any misunderstanding here. There's no other way you can interpret that. I know one day you two will become boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe even marry each other someday. I really hope that's not foreshadowing. I sincerely hope that's not foreshadowing, because good lord. Can you just go away, Anne, for once? Oh, now you remember my name? Oh wait, no, it was the other one was at the party. Never mind. You've been harassing me all day. Just met the guy today. I'm not marrying Josh. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter because you're no longer talking to Josh. Okay, so has anyone seen The Amazing World of Gumball? There's an episode where, like, the bully character Jamie, starts to date Darwin, and it's kind of like this, where she just, like, takes everything to the nth degree. Okay. A plus for the Josh jokes in the review so far. Yeah, exactly. You've been here long enough. So yeah, that just happens. You don't deserve to talk to boys, newbie. Talking to boys is a reserved privilege. Oh, look at that. She's tied up and has a baton under her elbows. But again, Anne is misunderstood. No one gets her methods. This is how she shows affection, apparently. I mean, okay, I get what you meant to say before, Misty, in terms of like, oh, I'm sure she's got her reasons for why she became a bully and stuff. All bullies, if they're remotely three-dimensional, will have that somewhere in their psyche or whatever. But that doesn't excuse what's happening here. I mean, Ghost Kitty can tell you this. Her bully characters drive a person to commit suicide in the first episode of a series. And I'm pretty sure even if they get redeemed, they're still going to have that on their on their conscience. So doesn't really excuse anything. It's also like how people have tried to defend my most known bully character, Pop Josephine. even though everything she does, I mean, yes, there might be something that's going on in the background of her, and but she's still an egotistical manipulator. That doesn't change, even if I give her a tragic backstory. Doesn't matter. Oh, the bat's supposed to be a rope. Okay, fine. That doesn't affect the fact that, being more or less misunderstood. It's like in anime where like there's like a villain character who gets redeemed like far too easily, and all the characters just forgive their actions. Like, I don't know. There's a ProZD sketch about that exact thing. It's like, you guys know Vegeta burned down my entire village, right?
Yeah, but he has a mustache now.
I do have a mustache. I guess I was just a bit Vegeta Loco back in the day.
And the one character's like crying. Anyway. Okay, so you just tied her up and just left. Okay. And then instantly, in comes Lila to redeem herself for nothing before. Unless she just walks on now, because jeez. Fluffy, what happened? How did you do that? Oh my lord. What is wrong with everyone? I'm okay. Okay, see this one I mean. Cherry feels guilty for that. Anna doesn't feel bad at all. It's a lot for her to feel good in most unless it's Cherry. Angelica is spoiled to the point where she doesn't care. See, exactly. Even if they're misunderstood, they have their reasons, they still did what they did. It wasn't me. Yeah, of course it wasn't you. Who on earth would be stupid enough to think that someone can tie themselves up with a rope and gag themselves? I mean, yes, one of her hands is free, technically speaking, but even so, that is just, there's no way someone can do that to themselves. Oh wait, actually, I gotta scroll back. I'm gonna scroll back and read that line. I see. She deserves to fight for treating my friend like this. Yeah, not gonna sit with her at lunch anymore, are you? And choose her over, the person who you went on a soul spirit stone quest thing before. Okay, I'll go get help. No, just untie her yourself! What is wrong with what? Why? How can you be this stupid? It's like, well, it only took one person to tie you up here. I, of course, can't untie you as another one-person entity. I'm just gonna leave you literally hanging here and call for help. Here's an idea. How about, instead of going to get help then, you untie her first and then you go and report the incident together. So she doesn't have to spend more time tied to a tree, you monster. It's alright, I need your help. With what? Oh, and you don't go to the school authorities or anything, you go to her sister, who is much further away, therefore taking up more energy to teleport around. Good grief. This girl. Okay. Fluffy's in trouble. I'm tied up to a tree and I don't know how she did it. She used a rope. That's how she tied her to a tree. It's pretty obvious what happened. The rope is... Okay, rope, bat or otherwise. If in universe is a rope, you can tell. It's like, well, what is this? What is this contraption that's wrapped around you that's holding you in place? I've never seen such an invention before. What witchcraft is this? I have no clue how to solve this issue. You need to get back to Spirit Academy right away. Come on, guys, we got some business to take care of. Alright, Anne, you better show yourself. What the? If you let that girl escape, the answer was no. Just untie her! This is... Why would you leave her up there? Why would you go and confront Anne about it if it's supposed to just... It's just a rope. It's just a rope. Ah. You shouldn't be hanging out with boys. This is a punishment. You're just talking to two boys right now. Is she going to tie up Dora now because she hangs out with two boys in the background? If I was able to reanimate and rewrite past the episode, I'd definitely do it. I feel like I wasn't too good at writing episodes back then. I mean, yeah, so here's my suggestion if that were to happen. Have them untie her first, then go and confront Anne, like, all together. Not while she just stays. Oh, God, okay. Alright, this is the stuff that I expect in, like, first episodes a lot of the time. Jeez. Honestly, as far as reanimating goes, you don't need to reanimate too much, honestly. Maybe, like, get a custom rope from somewhere. You can find them. I did, for Musical Season 2, I did that one time. But, yeah, otherwise, yeah, definitely the only places of really, like, having shortcomings, apart from a few minor bits of animation here and there, is just in the story itself and the logic, or lack thereof. Well, you do it to my sister. If I've made friends with a boy, that's okay. Yes, it is. Why is this controversial? The bullies apparently think that, like, wearing gowns and stuff and caring about fashion is too much of and is not cool, or it's uncool enough to not want someone sitting next to you. And they also think that hanging out with boys is a cardinal sin. These people do not live in the real world. Jeez, there are far worse problems out there. There are far worse bullying things that you could get bullied for, like, than this. No matter what, Fluff is not staying here. I don't care what you do. It's like, all right, up to the tree you go. Just starting now. I cared before, but starting now, I do not anymore. Apparently, that's how that's phrased. Okay, do we get teleported? Is this how spirit battles go? It's like Pokemon battles get put into, like, another plane of reality to duke it out. Also, it's the same background and they're all standing in the same position, so I guess it's an abstract thing. Ooh, okay. That being said, I love the snow effects here. The abrupt cut like that to the snow freezing in place and actually converging together. That I love. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Anne does the exact same thing. Fair enough. Just like forms a ball snow right in front. I feel like that would have been a projectile. Anyway. Cherry is still friends with Angelica because she believes they're still good in her. I might do an episode with a side plot about Funny and Angelica. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Again, you kind of got to do something to redeem themselves. You know, they can't just sit there misunderstood because... See, that's a much quicker attack. Yeah. Oh, look, it's the tree. And Layla was standing right there, not doing anything to help again. She is in front of her. Why is Layla just the worst character in this whole show? By a long margin. Like, forget Anne. Layla's the real piece of work. Ooh. She is powerful, though. I like the fact they're changing the locations as well, actually. it feels much more like a chaotic fight because you're using the actual terrain of the park itself. Can't say as much of my park fight in season 1 of Muse & Girl, but yeah. They're just gonna keep canceling each other out. She's like, wait, I got this time. Wait, no. Wait, no. And now she's back here. My other question is, how is Anne getting like around between all these different people? How powerful is Anne? Why is she that powerful? She could fend off 4 people. And why don't they all just attack her at once? Like, again, visual-wise, the fight sequence is great. The powers themselves are something to admire. But story-wise, yet again, it fails because why logically would they be attacking her separately? And why doesn't one just untie her? Look! She's barely... Oh, the rope's up there. Never mind. Priori incantatum. Well, that failed miserably. It's too late. There's no more strength in me. What a pity. If only you could have used some of that strength to literally just be like, hey, oh look, there's a rope here. Oh, don't worry about that. Like, flaming hand. There. How much energy would that have taken compared to throwing fire blast left, right, and center? You're all idiots. And it's all your fault. Actually, this part isn't. This part's on you. You wasted all your energy if you didn't need to do that. Is she gonna go Super Saiyan now? You won't get away with this! Flames erupt all around. The rope singes away. My 2 favorite characters in the series are Florence and Josh. Yeah, because Josh is like the only smart person in the whole show so far, so he's best by default. And the only backstory for Cherry is that she was bullied when she was younger. Those games I think I said for the bullies. She was Annabelle that became friend. Okay, yeah. I use them as an extreme example of an action that needs to be redeemed before. It doesn't necessarily need to be like, you know, they're not irredeemable. They just have to work to get there. That's what I was trying to say. You can't just be like, oh, I was misunderstood the whole time. It's like, oh, well, that's fine then. You know, we'll forgive you. Okay, she just... Oh, God. Just burning her at the stake. Burn the heretic. Burn the witch. You thought we were going to save you? No, this was the Salem witch trial the whole time. Oh, God. Again, just burn the rope itself. Don't set fire to her feet. Oh, my word. And I set fire to your feet. Watch them cook, and I eat the meat. Yeah, you roast, and you burn, and you singe, and you learn your lesson. Was she really careful at doing that? Because I'm pretty sure she just aimed a blast all willy-nilly, and if I play this video right now and I see the flames touch her feet, what's going to happen? Oh lordy, look at that. Her feet just crumbled to a crisp. Yes, rip Florence, exactly. Dora, what are you doing? That's a good question. You're setting free from me. What does that mean? What? Okay, What does that actually mean? I don't understand anything that's going on anymore. You're setting free from me. Or it's like you're being set free by me? Free from what? This mortal coil? Stop setting her on fire. She's gonna die. She's an ice spirit. She's putting in a fever just from the touch of a flame, for crying out loud. The fire's at a farther distance. So then why is it like... So then why is it in that direction? Why did it look like it was like underneath her? Ugh. Just put that like a further layer to the front next time or something. In fact, why did she aim a random blast backwards in the first place? Is that like energy discharge? Okay, it means they're setting you free. Okay, yeah. Right. But how? Why can't you just burn the rope? That's what I'm saying! Why can't you just burn the rope? It's so easy. That's wrong, you'd be in so much pain. No! No, she wouldn't! Just light one of your fingers and go... tss. You could probably do that with a magnifying glass and no powers in real life! God! And also, I'll just untie the knots. That worked too. I'm doing it the normal way. The normal way? What? Throwing a blast backwards and roasting her because she's an ice spirit? I guess I can't make you like have temporary exposure to like a minor little bit of fire. No, I can't put you in pain, so you have to die. God, I'm so sick. Thanks for thinking about me. Yeah, I'll think about you in your obituary. Now come and get out of here. I don't like fire being so close to me. I don't blame you. Sorry about that. Again, didn't want to hurt you. Must preface that. I don't want to cause you pain. Fluffy, you're safe. Yeah, no thanks to you. You spawn of the devil. No thanks to you, Lila. After all that drama, I think I need the... I almost passed out there. Did you? Okay. Yeah, but you also set a great example. So that's... Boy. This does not a great example constitute. Wasting all of your energy when you can find the simplest of solutions if you just stop for like 2 seconds does not a great example make or set or anything. I'm so proud that we are all good heroes in our own way. What's Lila's way then? Indifference. Ugh, I can't believe them. How much of a fool I was. I probably owe them an apology to them tomorrow. What? Okay, why are you still here, first of all? I mean, you just chilled out in the corner, pun intended, because you're Snow Demon, but like, and now suddenly you're like, oh, well, I guess now that my one plan failed on spur of the moment and nothing about my mind has changed, I guess I see the error of my ways now. I was defeated when in a 4v1 battle, and therefore I see the error in my ways now. This started off so well. I was commenting all the visuals, the little bit of a joke at the beginning about the abrupt enrollment in the school, and now we're here. And now we're here. The visuals are still great, but now we're here. So, the next day at Spirit Academy, I discussed in touch with my friends, and Anne even apologized, which I felt great about. It's not even shown on screen, it's just in narration. You know who you should say this to? The school faculty. A member of staff. Fluffy, you're saying sorry for all the harm you did to me? Well, yeah, look, I'm sorry for tying you up to that tree and all that rage we caused. I felt jealous of you talking to Josh, and I thought it was wrong. Yeah, you never said why. Okay, so you felt jealous, meaning that you wanted to talk to Josh as well. But by your own logic, you can't be friends with a boy. Is that what you've been taught? Is that part of like the ice spirit culture or something, that girls and boys can't be friends? They can't form any meaningful connection until I guess marriage, possibly. What kind of backwards world finds that and concocts that for their theory? Oh well, I totally accept your apology. Anna, the main thing is that girls can be friends with anybody, even if they are boys. What a great lesson. And it is a great lesson, just again, the execution. Yes, they can. Also, do you want to be my friend? God, no. After all you put us through, no, of course, I don't want to be anywhere near you. Take your apology acceptance and leave. Do I need Mr. Clyde the comfort llama plush? Don't worry, I have my own comfort item here. I have the Caitlin pillow I was keeping warm under the covers, but yeah. Caitlin's my friend, even though she's a girl. Yeah. Okay. You can even sit with me and Mallory today at lunch, okay? Sure, I would love to. Cool. Oh, we should start late to class. We don't want to be late. You bet. Oh, it's you, Firefox. Okay. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of my brand new series, Flaming and Freezing Spirit Academy. Or FSA for short. I am so happy to have a series continue with this story and amazing continue? Was this a sequel? Josh! Did you get me Josh, look at me. Josh, did you get me to watch a sequel show when there's already when there's more story that I could have seen before this? Is that where the whole like Souls of Spirits backstory came from? Is there another show on Misty Firefox's channel that I need to watch before I carry on with this one? I mean, not only was there zero Christmas in this, as I suspected the whole time. This is the first series. So then why does it say continue? Okay, you know what? Okay, hold on a second. All right, Firefox, you look at me now. Why is this the first series? And if so, why does it say series continue with these characters? Because it sounds like there's something before this. No wonder I was so confused of what happened before. Okay. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Oh, wait, I forgot to put the video in the description of this video. Okay, I'll do that later. I'll put the original video in the description after this. I'll like edit the stream and go back over it. My bad. Anyway, that's all for today. I look forward to the next episode soon. Or in my case, look forward to the next review sometime months later. Oh, God. Well, that happened, didn't it? Okay. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to start it again. So to go over it again, the visuals and the post-production is great. There's a few minor bits here and there with keyframes and stuff that could have been like tweaked or stuff, but that's just small potatoes. we've got some good establishing shots, some good character reactions, some change of pose in the middle of long dialogues to actually make the viewer like have split focus so we can actually not tune out and just read for ages. The music is also great. Each scene had matching tracks, including the action scenes. It had something that matched the tone, and I can see that if it was difficult and both difficult and easy, at least you had the right methodology down for that. The story, however, it starts off with your typical gacha parents not telling the student the child about this new school. We're also given this backstory, which may or may not be from a prequel series. It's not clear on that because it says continue. We're given this amazing backstory that doesn't come up. I mean, it does come up later. The actual people are involved. And honestly, I want to watch more of the series to find out exactly what that consists of. We'll do that some other time. But, yeah. That's all I can say about that particular part. The rest of the story, the bully, is redeemed far too easily, has no actual intelligent motivations or plans. But then again, the main cast is more stupid because nothing they do makes any sense, and they act like they're the best of friends, but their actions say otherwise. Particularly Lila, who, in my opinion, just seems to have just failed on all accounts. If anything, her sister Evie, who wasn't even included on the adventure last time, was a better friend to Fluffy/Florence in this than Lila was for the entire runtime. And then Dora was too much better, almost roasting her sister alive and also blowing up at her. Oh yeah, that's a good point. With the one threat of the cold beverage freezing her soul that could have been solved easily. That one threat that she had there, she felt like she was being targeted because of that, but yet she felt it was fine to send a fire blast backwards, regardless of where she was, to her sister who'd been tied up and no one rescued her until way later. We didn't even see how they did it. That was apparently perfectly fine in her mind. So not only is she dumb, she's also a hypocrite. I'm just going to stop right there because I want to say hello to Cyber, who hasn't been on the channel for a long, long time. Hello, how have things been going? Jeez, you again, we need to catch up. It's been way too long. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Mr. Sonic, or not Cybersonic anymore, but you are still. All right, well, welcome to the end of the stream. We've had a journey today. We've had an absolute journey. Okay. Oh, don't worry. Rest assured, we'll see snow. Apparently, what a lovely thing. We saw snow in this episode, Josh. It didn't make it any better. However, the action was also another thing. While logically did not make sense, it did actually the actual powers themselves I did really enjoy. But once again, even there's even sometimes when Elijah's like doesn't even do anything. My Discord's the same as it was before. I mean, you have my Discord. You've had it since I made it. Right? Unless you've changed yours. I mean, okay. Have mine again just in case, but it is the same account from when? What, 2016 was it we made that we joined Discord together? I don't know. Well, yeah, of course. If you, I mean, it's like everyone calls me Jacob. Don't say Jacob out of them. They address me, so that's why. That's But yeah, it's kind of like when you were Mallet 900, and then people would call you Mallet possibly, but not Mallet 900 the whole thing, because that's just a mouthful to say. It does depend. So total River Valley High School to, if so, what should I change it to? make it a musical pun. If it's like a little melody, make it some sort of musical reference. You know, anything to do with that. You know, take inspiration from the pop shows that we're all so accustomed to now. Actually, this isn't a black jacket. Actually, it's a green cardigan. It's just the lighting makes it seem like it's black for some reason. I think I do have one of these in black, but I just like the green one more because green's my favorite color. Long story short, I just couldn't do authentication thing. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, I'll add you back to the old group then, because that still exists. That group chat still exists. The one that, you know, with Leon and Maria and all those people. And yeah, very nice to talk. You know, that's a great wholesome way to end this stream that, you know, broke my sanity bit by bit, just chipped away at it ever so slightly, but also balanced it out with goodness. So yeah, that's I think that's good to say. So I guess we'll see next time. You know, subscribe to I guess whenever we do this next, because I mean, again, the list is long and vast, and as Misty Firefox can attest to here, there's no warning when these can come out. So definitely subscribe to find out when this next episode is going to be released. So yes, the first season full of Josh jokes. We'll get to some more Josh jokes later. Josh himself is not exempt from the whole stupidity thing as far as I thought, actually, because, you know, the greenhouse thing. I don't know. I guess the logic of the world will get better as the series goes along. I imagine, anyway. That comes with a little bit more of a confidence, or a little bit more of a detail, I should say. The devil is in the details, and also in Lila's soul. Remember that much. So yeah, go ahead and check out the link in the description when I actually put it in there, because I forgot this time, to see the actual original series. But before you do that, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.